Question 1. When driving a tractor-trailer with ABS on all axles, how should you brake in an emergency stop? Option A. Fully apply the brakes. Option B. Pump the brakes rapidly. Option C. Use only the trailer hand valve. The correct answer is A. Fully apply the brakes. Because the computerized system prevents wheel lockup, you can safely apply full brake pressure during a sudden hazard. Question 2. This one tries to trick you. Listen closely. What is the typical timing delay associated with the stab braking method after you release the locked brakes? Option A. The wheels instantly regain traction. Option B. The brake lag lasts exactly 3 seconds. Option C. It can take up to 1 second for the wheels to start rolling again. The correct answer is C. It can take up to 1 second for the wheels to start rolling again. After letting off the brake pedal during a skid, a driver must patiently wait up to a full second for the tires to regain traction. Question 3. Focus here. This is a high-fail question. Why is pressing and releasing the brake pedal unnecessarily dangerous? Option A. It causes the ABS system to recalibrate incorrectly. Option B. It can let air out faster than the compressor can replace it. Option C. It forces the brake drums to shrink. The correct answer is B. It can let air out faster than the compressor can replace it. Fanning the brakes while sitting in traffic actively bleeds out the storage tanks, putting you at risk of an emergency brake lockup. Question 4. What holds the powerful spring brakes back while you are driving down the highway? Option A. The parking brake control lever. Option B. Air pressure. Option C. The tractor protection valve. The correct answer is B. Air pressure. While cruising at highway speeds, the pressurized air actively compresses the heavy springs to keep the brakes from dragging. Question 5. How do you check that spring brakes come on automatically? Option A. Turn the engine off and wait 10 minutes. Option B. Fan off the air pressure until it falls to the manufacturer's specification, 20 to 45 psi. Option C. Pull the yellow knob while driving at 5 miles per hour. The correct answer is B. Fan off the air pressure until it falls to the manufacturer's specification, 20 to 45 psi. By continuously pumping the brakes with the engine off, you force the parking brake valve to pop out between 20 to 45 psi. Question 6. Let's see if you can get this difficult question right. How does excessive heat affect brake drums during hard braking? Option A. It causes expansion of the drums and chemical changes in the lining. Option B. It shrinks the brake pads. Option C. It causes the S-cam to lock in place. The correct answer is A. It causes expansion of the drums and chemical changes in the lining. On a steep downgrade, excessive heat expands the drums and alters the lining chemistry, leading to dangerous brake fade. Question 7. Get ready. This one requires your full focus. While you may or may not stop faster with ABS, what is the primary advantage it provides during hard braking? Option A. You should be able to steer around an obstacle and avoid skids caused by overbraking. Option B. It physically applies more friction to the brake drums. Option C. It automatically shifts the transmission into neutral. The correct answer is B. It physically applies more friction to the brake drums. By pulsing the brakes faster than humanly possible, the computer ensures the tires keep rolling so you can maneuver out of danger. Question 8. Don't fall for the obvious answer here. Does the presence of an anti-lock braking system, ABS, increase your normal braking capability? Option A. Yes, it drastically shortens standard stopping distance. Option B. No, it only activates when wheels are about to lock up. Option C. Yes, it boosts air pressure to the brake chambers. The correct answer is B. No, it only activates when wheels are about to lock up. During routine stops, the ABS computer remains dormant and does not enhance the foundation brake's stopping power. Question 9. A lot of test takers get this wrong. Listen closely. What happens when you let up on the brake pedal, treadle valve? Option A. Air pressure increases. Option B. The S-cam rotates forward. Option C. Air pressure is reduced and some compressed air leaves the system. The correct answer is C. Air pressure is reduced and some compressed air leaves the system. Removing your foot from the pedal reduces applied air pressure by releasing compressed air out of the system. Question 10. Don't let the wording trick you on this one. What dangerous situation could occur if the low pressure warning signal is broken? Option A. You could lose air pressure without knowing it, causing sudden emergency braking. Option B. The compressor will pump indefinitely. Option C. The trailer brakes will lock immediately. The correct answer is A. You could lose air pressure without knowing it, causing sudden emergency braking. Driving with a faulty alarm risks an unexpected and violent engagement of the spring brakes at highway speeds. Question 11. Focus here. This is a high-fail question. When do automatic front wheel limiting valves typically reduce air to the front brakes? Option A. Except when the brakes are put on very hard, 60 psi or more. Option B. Only during bobtail operations. Option C. Whenever the ABS light is on. The correct answer is A. Except when the brakes are put on very hard, 60 psi or more. Under normal stopping, these valves lessen steer axle braking, but they allow full pressure during emergency hard applications. Question 12. Be careful here. This is a very challenging question. What happens to the brake shoes when you release the brake pedal in an S-cam brake system? Option A. Air pressure sucks them back. Option B. The power screw reverses. Option C. The S-cam rotates back and a spring pulls the shoes away from the drum. The correct answer is C. The S-cam rotates back and a spring pulls the shoes away from the drum. Removing your foot allows the hardware to reset, relying on heavy springs to pull the linings away from the spinning drum. Question 13. Be careful. The choices here are very misleading. If you park in freezing temperatures when the brakes are very wet, what catastrophic issue can occur? Option A. They can freeze so the vehicle cannot move. Option B. The moisture will boil and burst the brake hoses. Option C. The ABS ECU will short out. The correct answer is A. They can freeze so the vehicle cannot move. Parking in slush and freezing temperatures can literally weld the wet brake linings to the drums overnight with ice. Question 14. Which system does the warning light and buzzer monitor to ensure pressure does not drop below 60 psi? Option A. Both the primary and secondary systems. Option B. Only the primary system. Option C. The emergency spring brake system. The correct answer is A. Both the primary and secondary systems. The dual air system utilizes sensors in both main tanks to alert the driver if either the front or rear circuits lose critical pressure. Question 15. When checking brake linings, friction material, during a walk-around inspection, they must not be dangerously thin or. Option A. Painted yellow. Option B. Loose or soaked with oil or grease. Option C. Completely covered in road dust. The correct answer is B. Loose or soaked with oil or grease. A leaking hub seal can spray gear oil onto the brake shoes, completely ruining their ability to grip the drum. Question 16. Because compressed air can eventually leak away, what provides the constant holding force for the parking brakes? Option A. Hydraulic fluid pressure. Option B. Electronic locking calipers. Option C. Powerful springs. The correct answer is C. Powerful springs. Parking a heavy combination on a grade relies entirely on massive mechanical springs, unaffected by air leaks overnight. Question 17. What is the primary purpose of the parking brake system? Option A. To apply and release the parking brakes using the parking brake control. Option B. To stop the vehicle in a brake system failure. Option C. To hold the vehicle at a stoplight during normal driving. The correct answer is A. To apply and release the parking brakes using the parking brake control. Drivers use this dedicated system daily to secure the commercial vehicle safely in place when unattended. Question 18. What is the risk of leaving your commercial vehicle unattended without applying the parking brakes or chocking the wheels? Option A. The air compressor will drain the battery. Option B. Your vehicle might roll away and cause injury and damage. Option C. The brake shoes will permanently adhere to the drums. The correct answer is B. Your vehicle might roll away and cause injury and damage. Stepping out of the cab without pulling the yellow knob can lead to a devastating runaway truck incident on a slight incline. Question 19. Heads up. This next one is highly challenging. When manually pulling a slack adjuster during an inspection, it probably needs adjustment if it moves more than. Option A. Half an inch. Option B. About 1 inch. Option C. 2 inches. The correct answer is B. About 1 inch. With wheels chocked and brakes released, pulling hard on the slack adjuster should yield no more than 1 inch of movement. Question 20. What pumps air into the air storage tanks? Option A. Air governor. Option B. Air compressor. Option C. Alcohol evaporator. The correct answer is B. Air compressor. When starting a trip, the air compressor is responsible for pumping air into the storage reservoirs. Question 21. Take your time with this one, it's difficult. What occurs if you use wet parking brakes in freezing temperatures? Option A. They dry out faster due to the pressure. Option B. They can freeze so the vehicle cannot move. Option C. The brake linings will catch fire. The correct answer is B. They can freeze so the vehicle cannot move. Moisture trapped between the shoes and drums can turn to ice, effectively welding the brakes in the locked position. Question 22. What does the supply pressure gauge indicate? Option A. How much pressure is in the air tanks? Option B. How much pressure you are applying to the brakes? Option C. How much oil is in the compressor? The correct answer is A. How much pressure is in the air tanks? Checking the dashboard supply pressure gauge tells a driver exactly how much compressed air is available in the tanks. Question 23. Where are the yellow ABS malfunction lamps located on commercial trailers? Option A. Inside the tractor cab dashboard. Option B. Next to the glad hands. Option C. On the left side, either on the front or rear corner. The correct answer is C. On the left side, either on the front or rear corner. Conducting a walk-around inspection requires looking at the driver's side corners of the trailer to check the ABS light. Question 24. Keep your focus strong for this tough question. The overall stopping power of spring brakes heavily depends on what maintenance factor? Option A. The brakes being in adjustment. Option B. The amount of alcohol in the evaporator. Option C. The age of the air compressor. The correct answer is A. The brakes being in adjustment. If slack adjusters are out of legal limits, even fully deployed heavy springs cannot generate enough force to stop the truck. Question 25. Beware of the hidden trick in this next question. What mechanical component is forced outward by air pressure to move the slack adjuster in an S-cam brake? Option A. The return spring. Option B. The brake chamber push rod. Option C. The wedge. The correct answer is B. The brake chamber push rod. Pressing the foot valve sends air into the chamber, which shoves this rod outward to begin the mechanical braking process. That's the end of this practice test. Did you answer at least 80% of the questions correctly to pass? Let's move on to the next one. Question 26. This question is designed to confuse you. Stay sharp. Which of the following describes the proper action during the stab braking method once the wheels start rolling again? Option A. Gently pump the brake pedal. Option B. Apply the brakes fully again. Option C. Shift into a higher gear. The correct answer is B. Apply the brakes fully again. After releasing the pedal to regain steering traction, you must immediately reapply maximum pressure to continue stopping the vehicle. Question 27. This is a hard question. Listen to all the options. What is the primary goal if somebody suddenly pulls out in front of you and you must stop? Option A. Brake in a way that keeps the vehicle in a straight line and allows you to turn. Option B. Lock the brakes to stop in the shortest distance. Option C. Swerve immediately into the next lane. The correct answer is A. Brake in a way that keeps the vehicle in a straight line and allows you to turn. Maintaining lateral stability is crucial during sudden stops to avoid rolling over or jackknifing the rig. Question 28. Don't let this trick question catch you off guard. If only the tractor has ABS, what should you do if the trailer begins to swing out during braking? Option A. Apply the trailer hand valve hard. Option B. Let up on the brakes if you can safely do so. Option C. Accelerate rapidly. The correct answer is B. Let up on the brakes if you can safely do so. Releasing the service brakes allows the skidding trailer wheels to regain rolling traction and straighten out the combination. Question 29. Don't let this trick question catch you off guard. What is the total stopping distance for a vehicle with air brakes at 55 mph under good conditions? Option A. Under 200 feet. Option B. Exactly 300 feet. Option C. Over 450 feet. The correct answer is C. Over 450 feet. Combining perception, reaction, brake lag, and braking distance means it takes more than 450 feet to halt a heavy vehicle. Question 30. Trap alert. Listen to every single word. Why must you plan carefully when moving a vehicle using the dual parking control valve system? Option A. It burns out the brake linings immediately. Option B. It bypasses the ABS computer. Option C. There is only enough air in the separate tank to do this a few times. The correct answer is C. There is only enough air in the separate tank to do this a few times. Relying on the isolated air tank is strictly a short-term emergency measure because its limited volume depletes quickly. Question 31. This one tries to trick you. Listen closely. Pressing and releasing the brake pedal unnecessarily can result in what dangerous situation? Option A. Letting air out faster than the compressor can replace it. Option B. Overheating the slack adjusters. Option C. Forcing the governor to cut out early. The correct answer is A. Letting air out faster than the compressor can replace it. Fanning the brakes out of habit rapidly depletes your air reserves, potentially leaving you without stopping power. Question 32. What does the supply pressure gauge indicate? Option A. How much pressure is in the air tanks? Option B. How much pressure you are applying to the brakes? Option C. How much oil is in the compressor? The correct answer is A. How much pressure is in the air tanks? Checking the dashboard supply pressure gauge tells a driver exactly how much compressed air is available in the tanks. Question 33. Focus up. This is a complex scenario. Why must you let hot brakes cool down completely before applying the parking brakes? Option A. They will drain the air tanks if hot. Option B. If used while very hot, they can be damaged by the heat. Option C. The ABS light will come on. The correct answer is B. If used while very hot, they can be damaged by the heat. Clamping the shoes tightly against severely overheated drums can permanently warp or crack the metal as it cools. Question 34. Careful now. This one is meant to trip you up. Why will a heavily loaded vehicle take a long distance to stop if it is relying solely on the automatic spring brakes? Option A. Because heavy loads negate the friction material. Option B. Because the spring brakes do not work on all axles. Option C. Because the spring brakes lack mechanical strength. The correct answer is B. Because the spring brakes do not work on all axles. Hauling a heavy load with only spring brakes deployed is dangerous because they typically only act on the rear drive axles, limiting overall stopping power. Question 35. This one tries to trick you. Listen closely. How can you test the service brakes to uncover unusual pulling to one side or delayed stopping action? Option A. Run the engine at 1,500 revolutions per minute and stomp the brake pedal. Option B. Move forward slowly at about 5 miles per hour and apply the brakes firmly. Option C. Apply the brakes repeatedly while parked on a steep incline. The correct answer is B. Move forward slowly at about 5 miles per hour and apply the brakes firmly. Performing a slow rolling brake test in the yard ensures the steering wheel won't violently jerk sideways when braking on the highway. Question 36. This is a tricky one. Listen to all choices carefully. What is the secondary force that pushes back against your foot when you push the brake pedal down? Option A. The air pressure going to the brakes. Option B. The spring tension of the slack adjuster. Option C. The resistance of the front limiting valve. The correct answer is A. The air pressure going to the brakes. Alongside a physical spring, the actual compressed air pushing back through the treadle gives the driver a natural feel for braking power. Question 37. What does the yellow malfunction lamp on the instrument panel indicate when you start a newer commercial vehicle? Option A. It comes on for a bulb check, and then goes out quickly. Option B. It indicates the air tanks are fully drained. Option C. It warns that the spring brakes are currently applied. The correct answer is A. It comes on for a bulb check, and then goes out quickly. Turning the ignition key triggers a brief diagnostic light, confirming the dashboard bulb works before the ABS computer takes over. Question 38. What system applies and releases the brakes when you use the brake pedal during normal driving? Option A. The service brake system. Option B. The emergency brake system. Option C. The modulating control system. The correct answer is A. The service brake system. Navigating through city traffic relies entirely on the service brake system to bring the vehicle to routine stops. Question 39. Stay sharp. You'll need to think about this one. Why should you never push the brake pedal down when the spring brakes are on? Option A. It will immediately drain all air tanks. Option B. It forces the governor to cut out. Option C. The brakes could be damaged by the combined forces of springs and air pressure. The correct answer is C. The brakes could be damaged by the combined forces of springs and air pressure. Applying the foot valve while parked can crush brake components under the immense dual pressure of springs and compressed air. Question 40. When driving a tractor-trailer with ABS on all axles, how should you brake in an emergency stop? Option A. Fully apply the brakes. Option B. Pump the brakes rapidly. Option C. Use only the trailer hand valve. The correct answer is A. Fully apply the brakes. Because the computerized system prevents wheel lockup, you can safely apply full brake pressure during a sudden hazard. Question 41. How much distance does air brake lag add at 55 mph on dry pavement? Option A. About 32 feet. Option B. About 61 feet. Option C. About 142 feet. The correct answer is A. About 32 feet. The half second it takes for air to flow through the lines translates to 32 feet of forward travel at highway speeds. Question 42. According to the manual, what is the proper way to brake when driving a tractor-trailer combination equipped with ABS? Option A. Always apply the brakes fully and let the computer manage the stop. Option B. Pump the brake pedal rhythmically to assist the ABS valves. Option C. Brake as you always have, using only the force necessary to stop safely. The correct answer is C. Brake as you always have, using only the force necessary to stop safely. Having an anti-lock system does not change daily driving habits. You should still smoothly squeeze the pedal as if the system wasn't there. Question 43. Listen carefully. The wrong answer looks very right. Does the presence of an anti-lock braking system, ABS, increase your normal braking capability? Option A. Yes, it drastically shortens standard stopping distance. Option B. No, it only activates when wheels are about to lock up. Option C. Yes, it boosts air pressure to the brake chambers. The correct answer is B. No, it only activates when wheels are about to lock up. During routine stops, the ABS computer remains dormant and does not enhance the foundation brake's stopping power. Question 44. At what pressure is the safety relief valve usually set to open? Option A. 125 psi. Option B. 150 psi. Option C. 60 psi. The correct answer is B. 150 psi. If a malfunction causes too much pressure in your first tank, the safety valve will open at 150 psi to protect the system. Question 45. Listen closely. This is a tough one. How do out-of-adjustment brakes directly contribute to brake fade on a vehicle? Option A. They freeze in cold weather. Option B. They stop doing their share, overloading the other brakes. Option C. They drain the air tanks rapidly. The correct answer is B. They stop doing their share, overloading the other brakes. If one wheel's brake is loose, the remaining well-adjusted brakes absorb all the friction heat and rapidly overheat. Question 46. What defines the controlled braking method? Option A. Applying the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. Option B. Fanning the brakes rhythmically to build heat. Option C. Applying the emergency parking brake. The correct answer is A. Applying the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. Squeezing the pedal firmly just to the threshold of a skid ensures maximum stopping power while retaining steering control. Question 47. If the service brakes fail, what spring-loaded dashboard handle allows you to apply the spring brakes gradually? Option A. A front brake limiting valve. Option B. A dual parking control valve. Option C. A modulating control valve. The correct answer is A. A front brake limiting valve. Encountering a total air loss allows a driver to use this progressive dash lever to carefully apply stopping friction. Question 48. What is the typical system pressure required before starting an air leakage rate test? Option A. 150 psi. Option B. 125 psi, fully charged. Option C. 60 psi. The correct answer is B. 125 psi, fully charged. To accurately measure system tightness, you must build pressure until the governor cuts out, typically around 125 psi. Question 49. Keep your focus strong for this tough question. In an air-operated disc brake, what specific part pushes the brake lining pads against the disc? Option A. The caliper. Option B. The return spring. Option C. The power screw. The correct answer is C. The power screw. When the slack adjuster turns, it rotates this threaded mechanism to clamp the brake pads tightly onto the metal rotor. Question 50. What should you specifically look for when checking the air compressor drive belt during an engine compartment inspection? Option A. Its exact length and serial number. Option B. Its condition and tightness. Option C. Its color and temperature. The correct answer is B. Its condition and tightness. Squeezing the compressor belt with your hand verifies it isn't cracked or slipping, ensuring reliable air pressure generation. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your CDL exam.